once had a jeweler and a brewery, but now it's mostly reduced to rubble and a few buildings. But we're gonna go check it out. Let the adventure begin. We are in a town called Grantsville, Nevada. Now, Grantsville, this mining camp, established itself around 1863, and it's named after Ulysses S. Grant. Now, he ruled the Union Army during the Civil War, and he also later went on to become president. So, this town, named in his honor. Let's check it out. Let's see what it has to offer. I mean, it's tucked away here in this canyon. There was really no signs to get here. I only knew how to get here because I'd been here before, like 20 years ago. So I kind of used my memory on how to get here. It's not what it used to be in my memory, but I found this place. So let's walk around and check out Grantsville. Now, they discovered silver here in this canyon during the Civil War, and this town boomed up to about 1,000 people. Now, I mentioned in an earlier video that their town had a brewery. No, I was talking about this town. This town had a brewery, and they would actually have baseball games and a baseball league, and the brewery would sponsor it, and the winner would get a free keg of beer. Now, that's pretty cool. That's living, man. That's back in the 1880s, or after the Civil War. I apologize for the wind. It's really blowing very windy here through the canyon. I wanted to show you some of this mining equipment. Now, here's the tracks. And that is what is left of that structure. One thing I do like about this canyon is not a lot of people out here. Now, the 1,000 residents that once lived here, you know, they would entertain themselves with their beer league baseball. But like many other mining towns of its era, Grantsville, its fortune was short-lived because in 1907 there was a worker strike that all but shut down the mine. And by 1914, all mining had stopped in the region. So there were several attempts to get things going again, but over the years, but it failed. I don't always ask you to hit the like button, but every now and then I gotta remind you to. Kind of helps the channel out. Anyway, there's a structure behind me here. Let's take a closer look at the structure and just kind of think about what it was like to live out here in 1865. Now, that was during the Civil War, and I guess living out here had its own sort of challenges too, but it was better than being in that conflict. But being out here, though, you had to deal with the cold winters, brutal summers, living in a structure sort of like this. Let's take a close look inside here. Let's take a poke inside. Let me see if I can get in this way here. Imagine what it's like to live here. And out your window here, you had a view down there, down the street of your neighbor, or maybe out here in the distance. You see that? See if I can zoom in. You've got that wooden. This looks like it's a rock structure. Those things seem to last a lot longer. Maybe that was a brewery at one time. You know, the folks here kind of had a good time. All right. So as the silver veins began to deplete in the early 20th century, the mining activities declined, leading to an eventual downturn in the community, coupled with the Great Depression in the 30s, kind of further hastened the decline. And the remaining residents of Grantsville decided to kind of abandon the town. So today, all that's left is just a ghost town. So I hope you enjoyed your journey with us today here on Beers and Frontiers. That's all we have for you now. Until we see you again next time, cheers from Beers and Frontiers.